Recently, over the past 10 weeks, I've gotten into Krav Maga.
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is my first ever YouTube video, so please do allow me a little bit of grace when it comes to the editing, the content, how it's put together. I think I've done everything right. Today, we're going to take a look at a few clips I've got to show you. It's basically men in women's sports or men competing against women in some way. We're going to take a closer look at debunking this myth that women can be just as strong as men and men can compete against women in women's sports and all this nonsense that people seem to believe today. First clip we're going to look at is from the Whatever podcast. The woman who does Krav Maga. Krav Maga is an Israeli counter-terrorism martial arts, and it relies on you striking pressure points, hitting people in the balls, hitting them in the throat, poking their eyes, all that crazy stuff. It's brutal, but you could see why someone might think it'd be an ideal martial art for a woman to learn. She started Krav Maga a few months ago. She weighs 100 pounds and she now truthfully believes that she is a deadly weapon.
I've recently, over the past 10 weeks, I've gotten into Krav Maga.
It's an Israeli martial art.
Yes, and it's based off of defending yourself in real world events rather than martial arts fighting in a cage or something like that.
Hold on.
And
How tall are
so
you?
to me that's I'm 4'10".
How much do you weigh?
100 pounds.
When you say you could handle somebody who's
She's literally
you're
4
talking
foot
about
tall.
I can pick up a 180-pound man and throw him on his back.
But
Yeah. I swear to you.
Let's see it.
Sit right here.
Don't hurt him. Don't knock him out.
All right.
Okay, so you want to palm it different. Don't put your thumb like that. Palm it. Otherwise
I love
you're
how she's
gonna hurt your
teaching
thumb.
people.
So I'm gonna get you.
Wow. Is this a lot?
Oh.
No, you can't. You too little.
Kick him in the face. Or the balls. No, don't kick him in the balls. Don't kick him in the balls.
It's so silly. And it's dangerous to have these 100-pound women. I know not all women are 100 pounds obviously, but it's dangerous to have women who are severely undersized to men genuinely believing they can go around and get the better of a man in a situation. The best thing you can do is use your mind and not put yourself in a situation, or understand what you're capable of and what you aren't, and use your legs and run. You know, the best thing really that you can do is create distance and just run. The one thing better than that is not put yourself in these scenarios in the first place. The next clip I have. Does anyone remember Fallon Fox? Fallon Fox was a transgender MMA fighter about a fair couple of years ago now. Absolutely demolishing female MMA fighters. She had a few fights before she even announced that she was a transgender athlete. She was fighting women who thought she was a woman. And it's just another example. Keep hearing today that, there's only few differences between men and women, and they can be mitigated by hormones and stuff, but we see time and time again in these examples that they can't. So let's take a quick look at Fallon Fox.
Fallon Fox has escaped. They're both back up on their feet.
Good throws and reversals by both fighters.
These girls are getting right into it. Fox to the knees, and that's it. Fallon Fox.
Short and sweet, that one. And the woman Fallon Fox was fighting then had a ridiculous build. I mean, if you look at her shoulders and her glutes, she was definitely a 0% woman. Very powerfully built woman. And she was unbeaten. She was unbeaten. And in less than 30 seconds, one knee. Knocked out straight away. I don't hear a lot of people saying the differences that are deeper than hormones these days. And it does baffle me a lot because there's loads of them. It's not just hormones. Next clip we have is of Clarissa Shields. Clarissa Shields is a female boxer, world champion. Arguably could be the best female boxer ever. She's fast, she's powerful. She started going on a tirade saying, I'd even be able to beat men up, it makes no difference to me. So naturally, it happened. She ended up in the ring with the guy. And what do you think happened? Let's take a look.
Yep. Oh. Yep.
Slip, left hook.
Oh.
And that's all she wrote. And that was one of the first exchanges they had. Might have been the first heavy exchange they had. She's got headgear on and everything. And that was just a left hook from a guy who's not particularly strong, definitely not known as a puncher, not a world champion, not even a prospect. And this is the best female boxer ever. So it's not that women and men are even remotely close in terms of performance when we get to peak physical fitness. Like, it's one thing for an elite woman to challenge a less than average man and then claim men and women can beat men. But it's very different in the world of averages in generalities, which is the world that we all live in. So I've got one more clip to show you, and then I'm going to go over a few of the main differences at the end, and then that's it. We're going to leave it. That's the video done. These guys are just bum average guys, and they're competing against females who consider themselves elite, have trained for absolutely years, and are pumped full of more hormones probably than the men they're competing against.
First one out of the circle loses. Get him, Montana. Get him. Come on. Montana is a black belt.
Bless him.
Don't go down the circle.
You can, I mean, you can tell the guy's not going full bore, and also just not athletic. He's got no natural intuition to get his hips low to the floor.
Second point.
Look, bless him, and he's still beating them.
Circle, Montana. Montana feet still in the circle. Uh-oh, she got that squat straight.
Hey, she won one.
Running out of the circle. 1 point. 1 point. This is the final point for this match. 3, 2, 1.
Final point, okay?
Get it. Get it.
He's serious now.
Get out of that circle.
Reset. Reset.
Brandon's been on head of defense. Montana push it out of the circle. She's dropping out to the knees, getting a lot of strength from the bottom.
Just get your hips low.
Now the inner fly.
He's holding her down, literally can't get up.
This is a full body strength, full body movement. Here you go. Brandon, you just tip her over. You'll be exhausted. You'll gas up quick. 2 points for the Joes.
I'm just trying not to hurt him.
Right, final one.
3, 2, 1, go. That was close.
Oh, he's not playing around. This guy's not taking it easy.
My ego's hurting.
Round 2, 3.
This is a good example. Yeah, not playing around. Not playing around.
Circle.
No chance.
Average Joes.
Just no chance. Just no chance.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, let's see the final one.
She was the most scary guy.
No chance.
Actually, I don't know.
Average
I
Joes.
almost feel bad.
Not even close.
I almost feel bad for them. And you know something that I seem to notice in men? We're a lot more humble and fun, and we're not nasty. And when we win, we aren't vindictive about it. Like the women. Did you hear her then? Even when she lost, I was taking it easy on him. And she kind of says it as she's joking, but she's not. You know she's literally being serious with that. For average guys who are just being half-hearted. Like, and I think the last guy was the only one really who was being 100% serious. And you get to see it straight away. We don't even like to see it. You know, as men, when a man's really dominating a woman like that, we don't even like to see it. And that's probably where all this has crept up from, because we're so lenient and we give so much grace when we're doing sports with women or when we're sparring with women. Even if it's a world champion Clarissa Shield, everyone gives us so much grace. She thinks, God, I must be able to beat men now. One thing that you always notice with these things is that the men they don't have to be as big to be as strong. And I'm going to show you an example of this now. Now, I'm not saying that women cannot be incredibly strong. In fact, if we take it single trait by single trait, women can be insanely strong. Let's look at some of the deadlift world record holders. Bonica Brown, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's five plates and a biscuit on the end. Insane squat. I can't remember what weight it is exactly, but look, 318 kilograms she's done. Insane. But now let's take a look at a guy, and obviously she's a world champion, literally, she's holding the world record. But now let's look at a guy who can squat at least comparably. If we can't find, the exact same weight, let's find something comparable. Look at this. Now, if we look at this guy, yes, he's a few kilograms less, but look at the less body mass he has. Being so strong that you can barely move is not really an advantage for anything other than being strong in that one avenue you do it in. Now, if you look at this guy here, the weight he's lifting, incredibly strong, stronger than your legs would ever need to be. And we look at Bonica Brown. Now let's just ask a quick question. Which one of those people could run 7 miles, climb 3 stories up a derelict building and lay down cover fire through a smash window? And then climb back down and run 7 miles back, all in less than 10 hours. Who could do that? Who would you put your money on out of those two? And that's the point. If your strength doesn't help you do things like that, then what's the point in it? I'm not saying Bonica Brown is a world champion, but men are so tailor designed to do these sports and athletic feats. It's the way that we've evolved. Before I let you go, let's just quickly go through a few of the differences that there are between men and women. People think the only differences between us both are just testosterone. And if women have the same amount of testosterone, they'd be just as strong. It's not true. There's loads of reasons why. So the way that our muscles are attached to our bones provide us more leverage. So if we've got the same length limbs, we can lift more. Our muscles are more densely packed with fibers, which means that when we try to be strong, there's essentially more strength for us to have, which means we can have muscles the same size and be way stronger. Our heart rate's different. We have a lower heart rate to help with cardiovascular purposes and to help pump blood around a bigger body. We have denser bones, so we can walk away from more damage, brutal damage, and still be fine. So this argument we have these days, and we're literally putting men against women to compete in sports like combat. And that Fallon Fox, she hit a girl so hard it split her skull. She needed staples, and the girl retired after the fight. The lady that you saw her fight just now in the video, she retired. That lady had never been beat. She got beat in less than 30 seconds by Fallon Fox and literally retired. So it is changing people's lives in a bad way. Some of these decisions and some of these men in women's sports and some of these ideologies that we have, simply because we don't have a great understanding of the differences. If someone says, what are the differences between men and women? And the only thing people know is testosterone. As well, I'll put testosterone in you then. You're not going to know any better, are you? So I think it's kind of important that we just like get a bit more clued up on these things, and it's ridiculous to think that we can compete together. We aren't even remotely the same. This is from someone who's literally had done martial arts since I was 6 years old. I've had loads of amateur fights. I've fought through my 20s, I've had professional fights. I've done it all, and I've sparred with women, I've sparred with men. And yeah, I think I know the differences between both, and to be honest, athletes do. And women in sport seem to be under no illusion. It seems to be the people who aren't in sport that are peddling this nonsense. So, right, that's my video. As I say, it's my first one. I can't wait to release it and get about 7 views. If you do see this on some off chance somehow, please give me a like and subscribe.